of your go-to for all things home. This is Home Answers Radio, presented by JeffBuysYourHouse.com, Valdecast Windows and Doors, and by Center Guard Plumbing. Once again, here's Roger Piper.
Your go-to for all things home. It's Home Answers Radio.
Hi, welcome to Home Answers. I'm Roger Piper. The show is all about your home, inside and outside. Well, today we're going to talk about the outside of your home. I've got a special guest from ShackShine. It's Billy Sawish. Billy, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Now, ShackShine is a company that is all about the exterior of your home, right? Give us a rundown of some of the services that you do.
Yeah, so essentially anything on the outside of the home that you're looking to get cleaned up. So gutter cleaning, window washing, power washing, soft washing, right? And those things encompass the siding of your home, you know, a driveway, a patio, a deck, a roof, obviously windows, but essentially anything you're looking for that, hey, you know, maybe I don't quite want to replace this, or I want to pay to get it painted, which is obviously quite expensive, but, you know, maybe just getting this thing cleaned up here might give me a bit more shelf life on this before having to put that big investment in.
Yep. And when it comes to gutter cleaning, how often do you recommend that you get your gutters cleaned?
Yeah, certainly depends on what you're living by, right? Deciduous trees and so forth, right? Probably 2 times a year, ideally, right? For sure, definitely when you're hanging out with those little helicopters flying around, you're definitely going to need that done early summertime and then again in the fall. So two times a year is definitely, I would say, the safest route, but for sure once.
Yeah, and you want to make sure you keep those clean, too, because it has a big effect on your roof, has a big effect on your foundation, everything. So you need to keep them clean.
Yeah, for sure. Just was at a customer's house last week, and they have a beautiful paver driveway, and it's already seeping in and dipping in areas, and that's because they haven't got their gutters cleaned in over 4 years. So everything keeps dripping over, and over time, that just keeps, wearing away.
And doing it yourself isn't fun. We've all done that. But it's a bit challenging because you got to get up on the ladder, you know, and you got to move the ladder, got to constantly do it, or, you know, you can spray it out with a hose, things like that. But gutter cleaning is a young man's job, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's definitely not mine anymore. Definitely the guys that we've had around with us for anywhere from 1 to 4 years, and they know how to get it done, and they'll clean it up, clean all that debris, and we'll take it with us, so you don't got to worry about that stuff being laid around or figuring out a way to dispose of it.
Window cleaning. How often do you recommend? Now, obviously, if your window looks like garbage and you can't see through it, it needs cleaned. But how often do you recommend that somebody does a window cleaning?
I'd say someone who likes clean windows, the most common thing is you're going to get interior and exterior done in the spring, and you're going to get just the exterior done in the fall, right? And for us, live in Chicagoland, right, you get all the types of weather, whether it's, you know, snow, rain, pollen, all those types of things. And people ask me, hey, when's a good time to get my windows washed? It's one of those things where it's like, hey, you either do it or you never do it, right? Because there's always something coming. But, we definitely see those hard water marks, and the windows look real bad after several years if you just don't maintain it at all. So, well, it's not going to last, for 6 months. We don't give you the same type of warranty as we do Christmas lights. But it's something, basic maintenance for your home if you want those to continue to look good.
So your recommendation is inside and outside in the spring? And then, what'd you say in the fall?
Exterior in the fall. It's very,
fall.
Very common for people that like clean windows.
Okay. Well, that's a really good tip. And then power washing. A lot of people like to do that. Doesn't really matter what kind of exterior you have. You could have wood, you could have vinyl, you could have, manufactured. But dirt builds up over a period of time, and it's important. So how often do you recommend that somebody does a good power washing on their home? Yeah,
I mean, again, so with your home, your siding, right? Sensitive material, right? And so what we do is actually called a soft wash. Basically, it's a car wash for the home, right? So we're getting that thing nice and sudsy, like using soap, using a cleaning agent, and we're letting that do its work. And then we're rinsing and kind of touching up any specific spots. But I always say we're going to get everything for you. Anything organic, dirt, mold, mildew, moss, that stuff's going to be cleaned up, right? Definitely. We see that north side of the home that doesn't get quite as much sunlight, definitely build up a lot of growth, algae, and so forth. right? So those homes might need it a bit more. I definitely live in an area where there's always tons of construction, and those homes, look to get things cleaned up a bit more. So I think, once a year is beautiful, keeps it in great shape, but every other year at the very minimum.
Okay, so every other year is your recommendation. The thing that you do, too, you just mentioned that, is that most people that power wash their home, they're not putting any kind of cleaning agents in. They're just spraying. And you don't recommend that because it doesn't really do a good job.
Yeah, one, it's not going to kill all the organic growth. Right? If you're power washing any area, you've seen people or you've tried to do it, and everyone says, "Oh, it's so calming. Like I see it getting clean," but you're always missing. There's always little lines there, right? So think about power washing every square inch of the siding in your home. Not really possible to get that done, right?
Right.
It might look good, it might look okay, but you're definitely missing areas. So this way with the soft wash, it's kind of all encompassing, right? We're going to get your siding, your exterior gutters, your soffits, your fascia, all that stuff's going to get clean. And as I said, anything organic is going to get cleaned up. Anything else might mitigate, but that's kind of the expectation we set.
Yeah, those organic materials aren't easy to get off either. If you've every home has it somewhere. I have it on some gutters. I have it in one part that's very shady in the backyard, and it's not easy to get that off.
No. And that's why, we rely on that cleaning agent to do it as well. Like just relying on 4,000 PSI, kind of is dangerous, right? You can definitely cause some harm on a home.
Right.
Easy to make some mistakes and so forth. And, there's definitely a lot of materials where, the manufacturer just isn't going to suggest doing that at all.
Mm-hmm. This is Home Answers. I'm Roger Piper. We're talking with Billy Sawish, and he's with ShackShine, and a good local company. Call him up at 888-808-7751, 888-808-7751. Really recommend going to the site. You'll see people talking about it. You'll see pictures. It's a good place to go to really find out all the information. And that's at ShackShine.com. One of the other services you have is Christmas lights. And boy, have I heard about the horrors on that of people that are very ambitious with their Christmas lights, and they don't realize that it's how dangerous it is until they fall or they come close to it. Christmas lights everybody loves them, and when they're great, they look fantastic, but they can be dangerous. You offer a service with Christmas lights that is really kind of unlike other people. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so we have customers that will contact us, and we offer a design where we will work with the customer, work with you, and what you imagine, your quote-unquote winter wonderland, and see what's feasible and possible for you. And our year one customers will purchase the lights through us, which we'll provide, right? You don't need to go to the store to buy a timer, to buy a clip, to buy anything for at least 4 years, right? We're giving you a 4-year warranty on it as well. And then on top of that, we're going to come back each following year, re-put those up, take those down come January, February, or even March if you want to keep them up for a bit. And we're going to put those in a tote for you. You're going to hold on to those, right? You own those in year one, and you're just paying for us to come back and maintain those. And, ideally, you don't ever buy a light for another 7 or 8 years, because that's kind of the expectation we set and has been proven now with over 800 customers still going strong.
Yeah. And when it comes to the lights, obviously the quality matters, because the biggest frustration that a lot of people have is they'll put up lights and they don't last. They may not last through the season, or parts of them won't, or things like that. Tell us the advantage of using your lights as opposed to somebody going to someplace and getting their own and putting them up.
Yeah, so the nice part is obviously we offer an LED quality light, right? And the realistic expectation is 7 to 8 years. Like I said, after 8 years, we have about one customer. We did 800 installs last year. We have one customer that lights have finally started to dim after 8 years. So as I said, don't last forever, but they last for a heck of a long time, which is really nice. The other part is we have a text line where our technicians communicate with you as well. We have a 1% fail rate as well, right? The bulbs and everything still doesn't last forever. But the nice part is you send us a text, say, hey, this is out. Boom. We got guys in the area all the time. We're going to be quick. Typically within 24 hours, we've got someone by to come fix that for you.
That's
right?
great. So you can make your home look really good for the holidays, and without any hassle, without any ladders, without any trying to figure out how to hang the lights, how to do all of that. So after you come and take them down, what's the next step after that?
Yeah, so we take them down. We will provide a bin for you. We'll put all the lights in the bin. You'll hold on to that for the year. Then we typically get in touch and start sending you some notices, trying to get you on the schedule early because we start installing lights just after Labor Day, right? Beautiful weather.
Yep.
We offer a discount. We've been putting them up for 8 weeks or so at this point in time. And, obviously much safer, easier for us to get through those things. And, customers don't have to turn them on, but they're up and they're ready to go whenever they are.
Mm-hmm. And that makes sense. And if you're somebody that, you don't really know what you want to do, you just want it to look good and you want Christmas lights and to look, do you have, experts that can really help them when it comes to that? Make suggestions.
Yeah, no, for sure. And if you schedule an estimate with us, whether that's by our toll-free number or the website, we'll have someone reach out to you trying to get an idea of what you kind of have in mind, but also have, some suggestions. We can offer lights, obviously, on your roof line and so forth. We've put lights around windows if it makes sense, lights on landscaping, offer garland, wreaths, all those types of things.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's important because sometimes you don't know exactly what you want. You just want it to look good. And if you're doing that many homes, you probably have a pretty good idea of what it looks like or what you think would look good.
Yeah. No, I have an idea. But again, it's a pretty subjective thing. I have an idea of what looks good. And sometimes I also just follow your lead and what you looks good. Hey, will look good to me too.
Yep. All right. Give them a call. They'll do a free estimate for you. They'll come by and check it out. It's ShackShine. And you can call them at 888-808-7751 or go to ShackShine.com. That's ShackShine.com. You can see pictures. You can see people talking about it. That's a really good place to go to find out more. Billy Sawich, thanks for being on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Check out ShackShine. This is Roger Piper on Home Answers on AM 560, The Answer.
Your go